I'm sorry. I'm going to place you.
As the presiding judge on today, I am ready to proceed with the docket. Let's go, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens. Who do we have up first?
Judge, I have people in the breakout room, and could I ask that they be returned to the courtroom, or I can go there?
All right, let's return them to the courtroom.
Judge, and I have a person physically in the courthouse. He's in the interview room now. There's no officer on his case at this time. I would be making a motion if I could bring him, if Officer Lott would bring him out of the interview room. I'm ready to make my motion.
All right, thank you, Mr. Reed.
And Your Honor, if I may, those are for the 1 o'clock. We do have a 1:30 docket as well. So I don't know if you want to give the 1:30 officers a little more time over, I'm not sure.
Not really.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Not really. Not really. But I think Mr. Reed is talking about a 1 o'clock case.
Absolutely, Your Honor. And then if I may be placed in a breakout room with Officer Maestruski, I would appreciate that.
All right, wonderful. Ms. Wilson, if you could make that happen, that would be great. And then I see that Attorney Hamadi, you have checked in for your client. Good afternoon.
My client's also here with me, Your Honor, and we're ready to proceed.
All right, and that's scheduled for trial as well. Have you had an opportunity to speak with the attorney, Mr. Rosenthal?
I did, Your Honor, and I believe the officer is not on yet. I don't know if the court wants to give him time or not, but we're hearing.
Okay, that one is scheduled for 1:30. It's 1:34 right now. Let me give Mr. Rosenthal an opportunity to locate his witness, okay?
Thank you, Your
For a few
Honor.
minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, good afternoon, Mr. Hermes. Good to see you. Glad you're with us today.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good to see you as well.
All right, very good. And so I am, Mr. Reed, what is your client's name that came out of the conference room?
His last name is Al-Masari, A-L-N-A-S-E-R. The charge is allowing unlicensed driver to drive.
So much. All right, wonderful. I have it. I'm calling case number.
He has, Judge, if I may, he has an interpreter.
Oh, is that for Mr. Hermes?
I was talking with a lady.
No, Your Honor, I am for Mr. Hassan Al-Boutur.
All right. Where is the interpreter on the other?
She might be still in the breakout room.
Can we bring her in from the breakout room?
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Tanya, the interpreter.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the parties in today's matter and that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. You may place your hand down and tell me your name as well as your qualifications.
Tanya Ghanem, Arabic qualified interpreter by the Supreme Court of Michigan.
Thank you. And you are interpreting from English to?
Arabic.
And from Arabic to English. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right. I have the following matter from Mr. Al-Nasser, case number SP123-72901. Sir, please state your full name for the record. You may interpret.
مرحبا. أقول اسمك هلا بالنسبة للقضية يلي هي SP 123 72901. قول اسمك.
عبد الخالق الناصر.
Thank you, sir.
دكتور قادر النصر. شكرا.
Okay, Mr. Reed, how are we proceeding?
Oh, yes, Judge, if I may, today is the date and time scheduled for trial. Trial was scheduled for 1 o'clock. It is currently 1:37. I would be making a motion to dismiss, understanding any dismissal would be without prejudice.
اليوم المحكمة والساعة 1 وهلأ صارت الساعة 1:37 فالمحامي عم بيطالب إنه يسقطوا القضية من دون تمييز.
All right, I'm satisfied. I've given the issuing officer ample time to appear. I'm granting your motion. The case is dismissed without prejudice.
بما
you,
انه ما
Judge.
حضر الشرطة فالقاضي قبلت انه تسقط القضية من دون تمييز. شكرا.
All right, thank you, sir. You may have a seat and wait for your paperwork, okay?
انطر هلا وبتاخد الأوراق تبعك.
Okay, very good. All right, thank you, Madam Interpreter. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Goodbye.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
All right, who do we have up next? Mr.
Judge,
Reed or Mr. Ficus?
Judge, we have Rashandria Atkins next. At 1
Ms.
o'clock.
Atkins, I don't see her on my screen, so please go to the next person.
I have Deontay Andrews, Your Honor.
Anderson? Oh, no,
No,
I'm sorry.
Deontay
Deontay Andrews.
Andrews.
Andrews, yes. I do see it. Very good. I'm ready on the following two matters. I have case numbers SP 123, 5323, counts 1 and 2. Sir, state your full name for me, please.
Deontay Andrews.
Thank you, Mr. Andrews. All right, Mr. Ficus, how are we proceeding? This matter, both of these matters are scheduled for trial.
Yes, Your Honor, and I do want to point out that Mr. Andrews did obtain insurance and showed that to me, but this was set for trial. The issuing officer does not appear in the courtroom. We move to dismiss without prejudice.
As to both matters?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Mr. He had two matters. Is this both? And can you just run him and make sure he does not owe us any additional monies? I'm doing trials, I'll call you back. Doing trials, I have to call you back.
And then,
Yes, no, Deontay Andrews. So this is not him. I'm gonna hold on to this one. Do Deontay Andrews for me and check to see if he has anything outstanding here. Mr. Andrews, do you owe us money for anything else?
Not to my knowledge, ma'am.
All right, we gonna just verify it, okay? All right, Attorney Rosenthal, you have your
Yes,
hand
ma'am.
up?
yes, Your Honor. I was just, I'm not sure, but I do need to make a motion on Al-Assad, that case, Your
I
Honor.
haven't called Al-Assad
Okay.
yet. Give me 1 second, Mr.
Absolutely, Your
Rosenthal.
Honor. Oh.
All right, Mr. Andrews does have some other things here at 36th District Court. And they are all civil infractions. I can't grant dismissals and he owes us some money. Now, I'm gonna dismiss these matters, but I'm not going to dismiss them until he pays on these civil infractions.
Understood.
And
Your Honor.
so, Ms. Drew, could you print out these ROAs for those civil infractions? And then, Mr. Andrews, you'll have to tell me when you're able to make that payment. But I can't give you a dismissal when you owe us money. Ma'am, I'm never gonna talk to you in your bed. So please get out of your bed
Yes,
in my
ma'am.
courtroom. Thank you so much.
Where do I go to make the payment?
You can come to 36th District Court and pay. Or you can, once we put everything in the system, you can go online and pay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Well, your civil infraction should already be online. Let me just look and see what you owe. And if you're trying to help yourself, then we certainly are going to help you. That's all for them.
He
Okay,
is,
thank you
Judge.
so much.
He was trying to get his
He is
life.
Mr. Fikens.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good.
And Attorney Fikens
Yes.
on Daquan Anderson will be an outright dismissal. I spoke with the officer.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
I think that's Mr. Reed's case, but thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so Mr. Fikens as to SP 123-532-33. It looks like your client owes $145. Let's see, there are no penalties associated with this matter.
Yes, Your Honor.
And so how quickly can you, so let me give him the whole balance. So he's got that one for $145. And then there is SP 87494. I strike that, SP 8749531, and that's for failure to use a seatbelt. Your client owes $65. Let's
Yes.
see. There was a,
That's the base charge, Your Honor.
all right, so I'm sorry, $67, so he still has that one. And then for case number strike that, 194103011. It says that your client owes $276. That's for expired plates. And so I'm just checking to see, there was a late fee and a 20% penalty. I'm going to deduct that. I'll set that aside,
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
which means that's gonna save him $86, which means he's going to owe us on that particular matter $190. Yeah, $190.
Yes, Judge. My math would bring that to $402 total, Judge.
I have one more matter.
Oh.
I have one more, and then I have case number 194103021. It says that your client owes $336. However, there's a late fee and a penalty in the amount of $96. I am going to waive that $96, which means that your client will owe us $240 on that particular matter. So now do your math, Mr.
$642, Judge.
All right, sir, how quickly can you get that paid?
Within 30 days time.
All right, and so I'm gonna waive the penalty on the last matter and late fee. All right, and so what I'm going to do is I am going to adjourn all of these matters to be paid. If you get them paid earlier, call the office. We'll give you your dismissals immediately, okay? You call
Yes,
us
ma'am.
here in the courtroom. And so I'm going to adjourn it. You asked for 30 days. I'm going to give you just a little bit beyond 30 days. So
Thank you,
make
Judge.
sure you get it paid. Okay, wonderful. So I
Yes,
am
ma'am.
going to adjourn this to pay to July 15, 2022. And that's going to be at 10:30 a.m. on my docket. As long as you get it paid, you do not have to come back to court. You don't get it paid, you need to show up, okay? Because you won't get your other dismissals. And then there's no notice that needs to go out to the police officers on the 2 misdemeanors, because I am going to dismiss those. They did not show up on the date of their trial.
Yes, Judge.
All right, sir, any questions for the court?
I guess not, Your Honor.
No, did he leave?
I don't think, did he? No, he's there.
Eh,
His camera's off though.
Oh, he has to put his camera on.
We were having some connection problems, Judge, so.
Oh, okay, all right. Long as he knows that the next date is July 15th. I'm good.
Thank you, Judge. He's back on.
All
Judge.
right,
July
all
15th.
right. Thank you, sir.
No.
Go ahead, Mr. Feigen, see if he has questions.
Do you have any questions, sir? No?
No.
Okay, July 15th, yeah, pay by date July 15th, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're very welcome, sir.
I'm able to leave now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Attorney Reed,
Yes, sir.
Corporal Bennett's case, that case we talked about earlier with Daquan Anderson, it'll be a dismissal, sir.
Thank you. I'm ready on that case, Judge.
It's second, I'm not ready. One
Whenever you are.
second.
Yes, Judge.
Just making sure I'm writing up my stuff here, okay?
With age comes privilege, Mr. Reed.
I apologized in January for any bad behavior on my part. So
Don't you get him started, Mr. Pfeiffer.
I won't. I'm sorry, Judge. Doesn't take much.
Oh.
All right, here, Ms. Drew, I wrote them all up. What happened to our files for today?
I just asked him to bring it down. He had them all again.
Oh, okay, no problem, no problem. All right, very good. All right, Mr. Reed, who do we have up next?
Daquan Anderson, Your Honor, it's going to be a dismissal. I see Corporal Bennett there. I want to give a shout out to Corporal Bennett.
All right, very good. Can you give me the ROAs for Mr. Anderson as well as determine whether or not he has, give me a printout of any outstanding matters he may have. All right. I can start calling Mr. Anderson's matters. I have SP 12436440. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Can you mute me for a second, please? All right, wonderful. Thank you for your patience, Ms. Drew. I think I heard you say this was it for Mr. Anderson. All right, wonderful. I'm going to call Mr. Anderson's matters. I have SP 1243640, counts 1 and 2, and case number SP 1243571. Mr. Anderson, please state your full name for me.
Daquan Anderson.
All right, good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon to you too.
All right, Mr. Vikings, I think, or who's doing Mr. Anderson?
I am,
Reed?
Judge. Thank you,
Okay.
Judge. This matter is scheduled for trial today. I see Corporal Bennett is in the courtroom. Could he put his name and badge number on the record?
Yes, please do. Corporal Bennett?
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon. Corporal Bennett, badge 4320, Detroit Police Department.
All right, thank you so much, sir. All right,
And,
Mr. Reed.
and Attorney Rosenthal, Judge, I'd like for him to put his name on the record too, because it's going to be a recommendation by the city.
Yes,
All right,
good afternoon, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court, Matthew Rosenthal for the people, P84807.
all right. Attorney Rosenthal, you may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor, as of now, after having a brief conversation with the officer, we're moving to dismiss the 3 counts.
All right, very good. Then I am going to dismiss all 3. Is there a stipulation of probable cause, Mr. Reed?
Yes, Judge, we would stipulate the probable cause, and I put on the record, thank you, Corporal Bennett, and thank you, Attorney Rosenthal, for your cooperation. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Corporal Bennett. Thank you, Attorney Reed. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, all right, very good. Thank you. Take care. You are excused, Mr. Anderson. All right, who do we have up next?
Judge, still keeping with 1 o'clock, we have Miss Arrington.
All right, Miss Arrington, I have the following. Could you run a summary for Miss Arrington and her ROAs? I have the following for Miss Arrington. I have SP 1230997, counts 1 and 2. Miss Arrington, state your name for me.
Nefertiti Saloma Arrington.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Okay, counsel, today is the date and time scheduled for trial.
Yes, Your Honor, because no issuing officer has signed in, we would move to dismiss without prejudice.
All right, very good. Let me see if there are any other outstanding matters. There are none. I am granting your motion. Mr. Rosenthal, was there anything you wanted to add to the record?
No, Your Honor, we just ask that this dismissal be without prejudice.
Yes, sir. Dismissed without prejudice. Thank you so much. You are excused, Ms. Arrington.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, if I may, we are also ready on a Al Mosawi, the officers here, but I have not seen the defendant, and it is a 1 o'clock case, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna go through and call the rest of my 1 o'clock docket. Are we ready to call the remainder of the 1 o'clock, and then I can move to 1:30? Are we
Judge,
ready?
we have Rashandra Atkins in the courtroom. She's ready.
Okay, let me start there. Yes, I'm starting at the beginning. I have Rashandria Atkins. She said turn on her camera. I don't see her.
There she is.
All
Judge.
right, thank you so much. I have the following: SP 1236733, counts 1 and 3. Case number SP 1236782. SP 1236732. Case number SP 1236781. Ma'am, please state your name for the record.
Rashandria Atkins.
All right, thank you so much. All right, how are we proceeding, counsel?
Judge, this is, the claim defense was identity theft. She has flagged her license. I say that just so the record is clear on that. She's gone through this problem before. The issuing officer has not shown up on this case, however, Judge, so we would move to dismiss without prejudice.
All right, as to all of the matters, Mr. Rosenthal, is there anything you'd like to add?
No, Your Honor, we just ask that these dismissals be without prejudice, Your Honor.
No objection, Judge.
All right, thank you. We're gonna just run a summary very quickly to see if she has anything else outstanding here at 36th District Court. Nothing else outstanding. All right, then I am granting your motion. All of the matters are dismissed without prejudice. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, I am ready on, wait, give me 1 second. I need to.
Three.
All right, I am ready on Al Masawi. I have case number SP 117-62151. Case number SP 117-62291.
Yes, good afternoon, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Al Masawi, go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. Matthew Rosenthal for the people, P84807, and we also have Officer William Hill here. Officer William Hill, can you please start your video and come off mute? Thank you, sir. At this
State
time,
your name and your, let me have him place his name and badge number on the record, please.
Police Officer William Hill, badge 3756, Detroit Police Department, 6th Precinct.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, Attorney Rosenthal.
yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. Today is the date and time for trial. We are asking, as of now, it is 1:58. This was up for trial at 1 o'clock, and there's no defendant. We're asking that you issue a capias.
All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens.
Judge, we do not know the whereabouts of this gentleman. He has not appeared in court nor appeared on Zoom.
All right, very good. As to the matter wherein he's charged with no insurance, capias will issue and that bond is set at $50 cash or surety. As to the matter where he's been charged with disorderly conduct, capias will issue and that bond is set at $100 cash or surety. Anything else for my consideration?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
No, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, P.O. Hill.
No problem. Have a good one.
And be safe, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's keep going. I have the following for Michael Anderson. I have case numbers SP 123-6207, counts 1, 2, and 3, and case number SP 123-62081 for Mr. Anderson.
Judge, we do not know the whereabouts of our client. He has not signed in, does not appear in the courtroom.
All right, thank you.
Yes,
I
Your Honor.
have Mr. Rosenthal, your motion.
Yes, Your Honor. I would just ask a motion for a capias. Today is the date and time for trial and formal hearing, and the defendant has not shown.
All right, thank you, Mr. Rosenthal. I am going to grant your motion.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, and I am going to issue a capias. This is only, because are there two things for hearings? They will be just, for the 2 civil infractions, they will be default judgments. As to the misdemeanors, capias will issue and the bond will be set at $50 cash or surety as to each matter.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Ortiz Araguin, case number SP 124-08651.
Your Honor, we have we do not know the whereabouts of Mr. Araguin, and today is the date and time set for trial.
All right, Mr. Rosenthal.
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon. We'd ask that you issue a capias. Today is the date and time for trial, and the defendant has not shown.
All right, thank you. Then I'm granting your request.
Thank you,
And
Your Honor.
capias will issue, and that bond will be set at $50 cash or surety. Just 1 second, please. Right, I'm ready to proceed to the 1:30 docket. I have for Hassan Abatur, case number Z8085131. Counsel, I'm sorry, there is an interpreter. Mr. Hermes, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the parties in today's matter, that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
Thank you. Please state your name as well as your qualifications.
Sure. Yosef Hermes, qualified court interpreter in the Arabic language, here to assist Mr. Al-Batur.
Thank you. And you are interpreting today from English to Arabic and from Arabic to English. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Counsel for defendant, please place your appearance on the record at this time.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon to your staff. Hassan Hamadi, P77565, on behalf of Hassan Al-Batur.
مساء الخير سيد القاضية وطاقمك. أنا السيد حسن حمادي ممثل السيد حسن البختيور.
All right. Please, Mr. Abatur, please state your name for the record.
سيد البختيور ممكن تقول اسمك للمحكمة؟
أنا حسن البطيور.
حسن البختيور.
Thank you. All right. Today is the date and time scheduled for trial. I'm satisfied that I've given the issuing parties or the complaining witnesses ample time to appear. How are we proceeding today?
أنا اليوم هو موعد ووقت المحاكمة في هذه القضية، وأعطيت وقت كافي للطرفين أن يكونون حاضرين في هذه الجلسة، فكيف تريدنا أن نباشر بهذه القضية اليوم السيد المحامي؟
Your Honor, at this time, the defense is ready to proceed.
بالوقت الحاضر الدفاع هو مستعد لأن يمشي بالقضية.
All right, are the people ready to proceed?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. As of now, we do not have a complaining witness.
السيد المدعي العام هل أنت جاهز؟ قال في الوقت الحاضر ليس عندنا أي شخص مشتكي.
This is
counsel. Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. I was just given time for the interpreter. This is a high BAC 0.17 or more.
هذه القضية هي بوجد كحول، نسبة كحول في الدم 0.17.
And then I'll let the defense counsel speak.
وأنا أسمح لسيد الدفاع محامي الدفاع أن يتكلم الآن.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, at this time, because we are ready to proceed, this is a 2018 case. We would ask, it is 207. The officer has failed to appear. We would motion this court for a dismissal.
سيادة القاضية أنه هاي القضية احنا جاهزين نمشي بالقضية، والقضية من 2018 وهي الوقت الآن هو 2:07 فنطلب من المحكمة أن تسقط القضية وتلغيها.
All right, I am going to grant the motion for dismissal. I'm dismissing without prejudice, which means the people are at liberty to recharge should they desire to do so.
راح أنا أوافق على طلب الدفاع وأنه راح ألغي وأسقط القضية ولكن من دون تحيز لأنه يقدرون بعدين يجلبوها مرة أخرى.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Mr. Hermes. Good to see you. Good to see you, Attorney Hamadi.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hermes. Bye-bye. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Mr. Hamadi. Thank you, Judge.
you.
You have a
Have a
nice
good day.
weekend.
Have a good weekend.
You all do the same. All right, let's go to Mr. Al-Assad, SP 991-464, counts 1 and 2, case number Z8058221. Mr. Al-Assad, please state your full name for the record.
Adnan
Mr.
Salah
Al-Assad.
Al-Assad. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, sir. All right, today is the date and time scheduled for trial. How are we proceeding as to Mr. Al-Assad?
I believe the city has a motion to make, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor. If I may, I have a motion that we adjourn this case out for good cause and in good faith. It was brought to my attention today that Officer Wright has some medical absence due or is on medical leave due to some kind of medical something she's going through as of now. I did reach out, or I had the lead prosecutor reach out to the supervisor, and I received an email from Officer Washington regarding her medical leave of absence. I'd ask this case get adjourned, Your Honor. She's supposed to be back on duty June 22nd. And I would just ask for an adjournment in good faith, Your Honor.
All right, in response?
Judge, we certainly are aware that officers at times get sick. That's not pre-planned. We understand that. We are ready to go to trial, but I certainly am well aware of the prosecution's inability to have their officer here due to sickness. I've explained that to my client, Judge, so it is certainly within this court's discretion.
All right, I am going to grant the motion to dismiss. The officer should be back on duty June 22nd.
Yes, Your Honor.
I am going to schedule this for trial. And that date will be June 24th. No, I think we have something going on.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
I would have to do it. Thank you all. I'm going to adjourn the trial to July 1st, 2022, and that's going to be at 11:00 a.m. Anything else for my consideration?
Judge, I have an unusual request with
Yes.
respect to Mr. Al-Assad, and I wonder if the court would hear me out on this. I would ask if the court could bring him back on a hearing or something like that next week when we are here. There's a couple instructions I gave him. There's also a couple of things I'd like to do on this matter. I might not be able to accomplish that, but it would require, I can't do it today, not because of my time limits or the court's time limits, because of the instructions I gave him. And I was wondering if the court would be willing to enter, so that my client could entertain an offer from the city regarding this matter next week sometime.
Okay, so Mr. Fikens, next week is not a good week because I'll be doing some instructional things next week. And so what does work for me would be on either Monday or Friday. And I prefer Monday. I would prefer, do you think you could do it Monday? Maybe even Tuesday. It's gonna be a later time on Tuesday, but can you do Tuesday? Wednesday is not a good day. Thursday, I could possibly make it work.
It would require, it won't require much of the court's time. It would require a little bit more on my time. So Thursday is fine if the court could do it. I just want to give him time to do the thing I told him to do, and he'd need more than one or 2 days to do it, but he can do it.
Thursday is June 9th, 2022, and I will bring it back on Thursday. I would have to do 9:30. Does that work, Mr. Fikens?
It does. Mr. Al-Assad, does that work for you, sir?
Yes, thank you very much.
All right, very good. I'll bring it back at 9:30. Yes, Mr. Rosenthal, does that work for you?
Yes, it works for me, Your Honor. I was just wondering, Attorney Fikens, was that the Michigan Improvement course? Was that what you? No.
Sorry, I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah, well, and if I may, Your Honor, I would like to see a Michigan defensive driving or Michigan improvement driver's course as well. It's just only going to benefit the defendant, and I just wanted that to let the defendant know as well as defense counsel.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Mr. Al-Assad. I know we didn't talk about that, but you would have to take a Michigan defensive driving course. Are you ready and able and willing to sign up for that? And I'm sorry I'm taking this court's time by doing so, Your Honor. Mr. Al-Assad?
Yes. Yes,
We will do
I
so.
agree.
And you can call the clerk to obtain it. It's online. It's under Michigan defensive driving. And take that course, sir.
So I don't know exactly what to do.
So, Mr. Al-Assad?
I will
Okay.
speak.
So why don't you all go into a breakout room? Ms. Wilson has placed that information. Thank you, Ms. Wilson. In the chat, the information that he needs to take the class. And so I need you to get it done before you come back to see me on the 9th of June, which is next week, Thursday at 9:30 a.m. If you have any additional questions, you can call the courtroom. That number will appear in the chat as well, and Ms. Drew will give you that information. Okay, Mr. Al-Assad?
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, very good. Thank you so much, sir.
You see the clerk's number,
Y'all have
sir?
a blessed day.
You too.
Dude, thank you.
You too. Make sure you get the information out of the chat, sir, before you hang up. All right, I'm gonna keep going.
Thank you,
I'm ready on Craignisha Anderson. I have the following: SP 123-8451, counts 1, 2, and 3. I also have case number SP 107-22741, SP 117-59071, Z 808-3801. Case number SP 117-59061. SP 117-59006, counts 1, 2, and 3. Counsel, defense counsel, where's your client? Ms. Anderson.
Judge, we have no knowledge of her whereabouts at this time.
For the people?
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Matthew Rosenthal for the people. Today is the date and time for trial. The prosecution is ready to proceed. We do have Officer Machowski here as well, who has a majority of the tickets, and we ask that you issue a capias for a no-show for trial today at 1:30, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm missing a couple for Ms. Anderson.
Okay.
I don't, or maybe, I don't know. Hold on, let me just look and see very quickly if that's what it is. It looks like it. You don't have to print those out because those will be default judgments, so thank you. All right, officer, please place your appearance and badge number on the record.
Maciejewski, badge 3097, Detroit Police.
All right, thank you so much, officer. Ms. Anderson has failed to appear on a couple of these matters. She has been charged with, let's see, on case number Z 808-3801, operating while intoxicated, first offense. Capias will issue, and that bond is going to be set at $300, cash or surety. Today is the date for trial. She knew she was supposed to be here. She has a number of charges that, while she is innocent until proven guilty, she has a number of charges that certainly places the public at large in a dangerous spot. Also on case number SP 123-84513, she's charged with minor with the BAC of 0.02 to 0.07 or having any presence of alcohol. I am also going to issue a capias as to that matter, and the bond will be set at $100, cash or surety. And then on case number SP 123-845-12. The defendant is charged with open alcohol in a motor vehicle as the driver. I am going to KP as that matter, and I'm going to set the bond at $50, cash or surety. And then for the remaining 3 matters that are misdemeanors, I am going to set the bond, KP is the matters, and set the bond at $25, cash or surety. Anything else from my consideration?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Thank you all. I think that ends the docket for today. I appreciate you all coming on and taking care of business. Officer, please be safe. You are free to leave. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you, officer.
Thank you.
And then we do have APA Cole, Your Honor. She just came in because I thought I may need her for a couple cases, and I definitely appreciate her presence and all the help she's given us here at the 36.
All right, thank you, APA Cole.
She must have stepped away for a second. But I didn't tell her she had anything pending, Your Honor. She just came in just to see if we were okay. So I greatly appreciate it.
Oh, yes, absolutely. All right, everybody. I want you all to have a wonderful weekend. It's 2:19. We have finished an afternoon docket filled with trials. And I will see you all on Monday. And then next week, we will work through anything that I'm working remotely next week. I'm only off one day, and that doesn't affect you all. It's on that Wednesday. Mr. Rosenthal, I will still need all of my offers because that's what the docket will consist of. Judge Marlena Taylor will be covering for me. And so we want to make sure she has everything that she needs on Wednesday. And then I'll be working remotely the other days.
Absolutely,
Okay?
Your Honor. The offers for Monday are almost on their way.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you all. Be safe. Great job. I appreciate the efficiency. And I will see you all on Monday.
All because Mr. Reed was bossing us all around, Judge. I know
it's true. That is
Mr.
true.
Fikens,
I want that on the record.
How many times do I have to apologize, Mr. Fikens? How many times?
I'm sorry, Mr. Reed. You did. You apologized.
He does.
I'm sorry.
And so when he cuts up during the week, I just say, well, he did, apologize very early on this year. We halfway there. Your apology is halfway washed, Mr. Reed. We're in June.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make it a New Year's resolution, I think, Your Honor.
Right, yeah.
Thank you.
All right, you all. You all are wonderful. I will see you all on Monday morning, right now.
Yes. Have a safe and good weekend.
All right, be
You all
safe,
do the
everyone.
same. Take
Be
care.
safe.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
I'll be down there.